Tonight on CTV3 News, Orange Walk Town Council undertakes major drainage project on Slaughterhouse Street to alleviate flooding. Cabinet gives its blessings for a new hospital to be built in the old capital. Dr. Leroy Almendarez to take over the helms of the SSB, but does he have what it takes? He speaks to the media about his plans to take the SSB to the next level. And the summer programs at the Banquitas House of Culture end with raging success. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, August 9th, 2024.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turned to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Good evening with your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. We are currently in the most active part of the 2024 hurricane season, and as such, more storms are expected to affect our country in the coming weeks. With more rain expected, there is also concern about possible flooding in susceptible areas in our town. In preparation of impending inclement weather conditions, the Orange Walk Town Council continues infrastructure development to prepare the town against possible floodings. One such project currently ongoing in collaboration with Prime Minister John Briceño is the implementation of culverts on Slaughterhouse Street, where floodings have previously been reported. With the project currently in full swing, Mayor Ladrick Shepherd assured residents of the area that the project will bring about much improvement during the rainy season.
I know that we've been asked, people has been complaining. I've trying to recall, that people were complaining that we didn't have enough. It's not having enough. We didn't have enough finance, but we got some, working closely with the Prime Minister to get some of the culverts. They were making the culverts. It was easier for us and faster for us to purchase the culverts from Shipyard. The person that has the culvert, they were making the culverts. So at the end of the day, the culverts are here. So as we speak right now, these culverts have been placed at Slaughterhouse Street, and it's going to be all the way to the end. So we won't be having that issue again when it comes to flooding in that area. And that is something that the council itself takes it very, very, very keen, that we continue working for the residents. And just have to understand that we might not have it right now, but you can rest assured that this council will get the job done.
The government of Belize has announced that there is a new hospital in the horizon, and we are not referring to the new state-of-the-art general hospital that will cater for San Pedro and Kikoka residents. This time, the new tertiary hospital will be coming to Belize City. This comes on the heels of a comprehensive study carried out by the Central American Bank for Economic Integration on the physical and functional infrastructure of the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital, which functions as the only tertiary level hospital in the entire country of Belize. Once construction is completed, the hospital will be deemed a modern tertiary level patient-friendly hospital.
When we got Kabe to do the studies across the country, and let me say that while KHMH is one, there are other studies that are being done for the northern region, for the Punta Gorda hospital, and so KHMH was being looked at as well, and complete study was done for KHMH, and based on the recommendations, it is recommended that a new tertiary hospital is built for the Belize district, and we are looking at whether we use the same location or we find another location within the city that will be adequate enough, accessible enough as well, coming from the north, coming from the west. We are looking at an option on the Chetamal Street or the Lakei Boulevard. There's a huge area next to the new Treasury building that we can utilize as a hospital. Again, what we are saying that when we build these facilities now, we want to ensure that the quality of services are also embedded in these services, in these constructions, because you want to ensure that these investment lasts a long time. What has happened is that the feasibility study has been completed. Now we go back to Kabe to them to complete the plans and say, all right, this is what we're going to do. So they will then give us the final decision in terms of, do we go to the new facility or do we construct where we have identified the space at the current facility. And so, but again, like I said, this is great, big news for our country. It's about improving the level of services. As you know, KHMH has been providing a lot of great service to the Belizean. We have one of the best ICU wards. We have the cardiac program that is now being done. So all these things we have to look at.
According to Minister of Health and Wellness, Kevin Bernard, the project has received the endorsement of Cabinet.
We would want to go in there and make improvements, but it's going to be a waste of investment. So it's best to start to look at what is being done. I know we have worked with the KHMH authority through support from BTB and the ministry. We have invested in the A&E room. We have done, I know they did a huge investment as well in terms of improving. So that's not to say that KHMH will go away. This is just for us to provide a better facility for the Belizean people to access. Because as you know, KHMH right now is the only hospital in the Belize district, apart from our polyclinics and so Matron Roberts and others that provide secondary care also. And so we are looking at other options in terms of how can we make secondary care services more accessible to the Belizean people. I don't want to divulge that information yet, but we're looking at what we did with the other hospitals, where we removed secondary fees and so forth. But we have to have a complete discussion with KHMH and to see how that will benefit the Belize district residents.
Santa Elena police made a surprising find during a routine patrol in Santa Elena town today. Officers from the newly established Santa Elena police station discovered a .38 caliber firearm hidden inside a drain. The weapon, which was found by patrolling officers, was promptly secured. It has been sealed, labeled, and officially recorded as found property. The discovery adds to the ongoing efforts of law enforcement to ensure safety and maintenance order in the community. Yesterday, Prime Minister John Briceño confirmed what was being rumored for weeks, that Dr. Leroy Almendares would leave the Bell Trade and become the new CEO of the Social Security Board. The position became vacant after CEO Deborah Ruiz announced that she would not be renewing her contract. She is to demit office on August 15th. Prime Minister John Brisenda believes that Almendares has what it takes to take the SSB to the next level. So does he. That is what Almendares was asked today.
From the things I've been hearing and the fact that the role that it is supposed to play in terms of social protection, many times you hear about certain schemes, and when you look at social security, it's about the vulnerable, those that you might not really normally hear from in the far reaches of this country. We must make sure that they are reached, that we go to them to sell the benefits of participation in the social security scheme, and you will find out that the long-term benefits to you and to your beneficiaries, these are things, and when you think about it, those benefits will far exceed the cost. Now, if you're in the poverty line or you're experiencing poverty, any kind of cost becomes a challenge for you. So you have to look at, and you heard the chair just now mention something, maybe we might, make the contribution for them. That becomes, because it's social assistance and social insurance. If we capacitate people and help them to develop the skills, then they participate in meaningful employment and can actually make the contributions. But it requires dialogue. Having an informal meeting again this afternoon. Next week I'll be in Belmopan again to hear from all the general managers, because like I said, as a team, we need to know our vision. Our vision is to build resilience, to address the vulnerable, but remember now, we must ensure that the culture, the internal culture within the organization is conducive to allow us to do that.
While Almendares is currently going through the onboarding process, he is already looking into how he will deal with certain issues raised especially by the National Trade Union Congress of Belize regarding recent actions taken by the SSB. One of those concerns includes the employment of a deputy CEO at the SSB. For Almendares, proper dialogue and consultation is key.
And so where the NTUCB is concerned, on the board, the intention, as even though you're ex officio, it does not take away from the fact that you can't dialogue. It does not take away from that fact that you can't dialogue and for example, listen and make certain suggestions. Of course, it's a board decision. I personally believe that if it's a board decision, it's a board decision. I know one of the, I said, I intend to, as early as possible, to meet with the chief, because there is a chief, as a member of the Social Security Board, as an employee, who represents, and to have that kind of dialogue. Because like I said, I believe that you address some of these things, you might find out that it can be resolved in 5 minutes if we listen. And that's the intention, to listen. But not only to listen, but to hear.
Coming up next, Facerama proceeds to provide back-to-school supplies for much-needed students. Stay tuned.
Estimados cañeros y cañeras, por este medio el SCPC informa que todo reporte de caña para la siguiente zafra 2024-2025 se estará recibiendo a partir del 6 al 13 de agosto del 2024. Para hacer su reporte de caña, visita las oficinas del SICB en las siguientes fechas por asociación. Northern, martes 6 de agosto. Corozal Producers, miércoles 7 de agosto. Progressive, jueves 8 de agosto. BSCF Corozal, viernes 9 de agosto. BSCF Orange Walk, lunes y martes 12 y 13 de agosto. También se va a necesitar proporcionar los siguientes datos: nombre completo del productor, código de BSI, asociación, sucursal, área de la parcela, clase de cultivo y cualquier otra información relevante. Asimismo, queremos recordar que las aplicaciones para transferencias de producción y membresía es del 1 al 31 de agosto 2024. Trate de hacer todo lo posible de visitar las oficinas del SICB lo antes para hacer sus transacciones. Nota: para transferencias de membresía, las asociaciones necesitarán entregar copia de los documentos relevantes y debe ser acorde a lo que estipula el bylaw de la asociación. La fecha límite para aplicar para transfers es el 31 de agosto 2024. Atentamente, el Sugarcane Production Committee. Win big with Centaur. As a valued customer, we're showing our appreciation for your continued loyalty with an incredible promotion. Update your account and receive one ticket to win $1,000 cash towards your child's education expenses. Get an extra ticket for every month you pay in advance. One lucky winner for each of our 3 branches will receive $1,000 cash. Drawing date September 6 on the Despierta Belice morning show. Don't miss this opportunity to secure your child's education. Update your account now. Start earning those entry tickets and win big with Centaur.
Faceorama 2024 was hosted here in Orange Walk Town on July 27th and 28th. The event attracted residents from across the Orange Walk district as it offered 2 full days of fun and entertainment. Money raised from the activity is earmarked to purchase school bags and other utensils for much-needed students. So, how many students will the council be able to assist? Yesterday, Orange Walk Mayor Ladrick Shepherd gave us a rundown of the activity's overall financial performance. According to Mayor Shepherd, the council was able to garner a little over $10,000, which will be used to provide back-to-school supplies for children in our community.
I'd like to thank everybody that participated and that played a role in Faceorama 2024. Without them, we wouldn't have a successful Faceorama. I must say that the report is great. It wasn't a loss for the council, but we could have done a little more but one of our biggest fall was sponsorship. You know, we were asking for some more sponsorship from people. We didn't get enough, so we had to continue doing this. And I always say this as a council: when we show a Faceorama for the tongue of Orange Walk, it's like a big party the council is providing, and it's an annual thing that we have to do. You know, businesses makes a lot of money out of it by the hotel. Food vendors make a lot of money out as well too. We ourselves as a council have a vision to make enough money so that we can provide school bags for the kids, and that's the main purpose of the Faceorama. It's a fundraiser for all those kids that we could. My dream was to provide for 500 school bags. I don't think I can reach the target for this year, 2024, but it's a continuous thing that we can continue doing for the next year. I know, so our target for this year is going to be 350 bags. I really, really wanted to make that 500 bag to make 150 more kids and parents happy when they're going back to school for the September school, when school starts in September. You know, but I can tell you that a total amount of profit was made from the Faceorama was a total amount of 62,905 with 5 cents of it. Our gate revenue was great. For the 2 nights, we did over $34,779.50, which was great for the 2 days. That is huge, like I said. But then we had Sonora Dynamita, which was charging us $25,000. We only could have gotten $5,000 from BTB. If we'd have gotten that extra $20,000 from BTB, then our profit would have looked probably much better. So the total amount of loss that we had to pay out, because it's a lot, was a total of $51,980.50. So at the end of the day, our profit for the 2 days was $10,925. So with this $10,925, we were going to see if the council can put a little more, and then finally we can only provide a 350 bag, which, like I said, we really wanted to reach a goal, which was 500 bags.
It has been almost 1 month since a by-election was held in Toledo East, which saw the PUP's Dr. Osmond Martinez emerge victorious. His victory was a decisive one, as the former CEO managed to secure more than 70% of the votes. At this time, Dr. Osmond Martinez is yet to officially assume his role as the new representative for Toledo East, as his official swearing-in is yet to be scheduled. Additionally, he still awaits assignment to a specific portfolio. Speaking on this matter on Thursday, Prime Minister John Briceño says he is expected to meet with Dr. Martinez on Monday to finalize preparations for the swearing-in ceremony and the formal induction as the Toledo East representative.
Well, he is on holiday, and a much needed holiday with his family. He comes in on this weekend, and so I will meet him on Monday, and then we'll take it from there. Okay.
Today, the Social Security Board hosted its annual SSB Connect Public Forum. The forum serves as a platform for the administration of the SSB to report on the operations and activities and the accrual assessments and review done by the actuary on the SSB. The annual activity also brings to light transparency and serves as an opportunity for stakeholders to become aware of the challenges and success of the SSB. While stakeholders are informed about the strategies taken by the board moving forward, they can also relay what changes they would like to see on the SSB program.
So that document is now with the government to review and provide further feedback as to how we will look at that. You may recall that our contribution reform, one of the recommendations at the time was that we need to see how we can phase out the non-contributory pension. The social protection strategy is looking at how we can create a universal protection floor. So those are our long discussions that are happening in terms of how the program can support and make the organization more resilient to the changes and meeting the needs of the unserved right now. Because it's not so much only those people who are currently paying, but what about the vast majority of people who are not covered, and how we can bring them into the system and make the informal sector part of the Social Security program. So those are the ongoing discussions I've been having, and that will continue into the remainder of the year and next year as well.
According to the CEO of the SSB, Deborah Ruiz, heavy discussions are currently taking place with stakeholders on a social protection policy.
In terms of operations, we will be looking more at, as you indicated, what our online platform is. It's not going as fast as we would like, because we're dealing with a vast 42 years of data that we have to clean up and make sure that when it's online, because shortly customers will be able to see their contribution payments, and then we are working on deploying the benefits module. The sickness benefit will be the first one coming online shortly, so persons have the opportunity to file their medical claims online. We will have an employee medical portal where the medical providers are able to do the medical certificates online, and we full transparency in terms of the process of how long your claim will take from the time you submit it to the time the payment is in your bank account. So that is a big change for us from where we started with a manual process. Our organization is aging in terms of the demographics of the country, and we will only continue to see increased claims. So we have to respond and adapt to technology to help us keep the costs down and then also deliver an efficient service to the population.
A nation proud and free, Belize at 43. That is the official theme for the upcoming September celebrations this year. Here in Orange Walk, the 21st Independence Day Parade is an annual event which brings Belizeans from across the country to our town. And in preparation of the extremely active month, the Orange Walk Town Council has released its official calendar of events. Mayor Ladrick Shepherd today shared some of the events which Orange Walkenians can look forward to, starting with the launch of the September celebrations on September 7th. As for the Independence Day celebrations, Mayor Shepherd says Orange Walkenians and visitors alike can expect a grand event.
Yesterday we had a good conversation with Compol Chester Williams, with all the police, those to make sure that we have everything on plan. I think they're going to be doing their part by bringing barricades or some of the hot areas in it. So everybody's looking forward for the 20th, 21st parade, which is huge. I know one of our carnival is very huge, so they're looking forward to come over. I know that we are showing out there on Facebook some of the things that we're having, like the Juve. I know we have locked WASA to be one of our sponsorship, and some people mentioned to me, I will call no name, about WASA sponsoring. How come you get WASA to sponsor you and they're not sponsoring us? But I'll leave that there. But again, we are aware of it, and we're making sure that this 2024 We have a smooth sailing September celebration. You know, it's one of our biggest thing that we have is the fireworks on the 28th night and all the other stuff. So again, our calendar for events is already out there. If you haven't gotten it as yet, I think they're just tweaking it a little bit, but it is out there for that because we were with Honorable Francis Fonseca, and the calendar of events is for all the entire countries on that. So if you can tune in to get a copy of that, you can see exactly what we have prepared for you. I know that we work closely with Face FM. They change the date from the 31st to the 7th of September. We're going to be starting off with that event, the Face FM anniversary. That is something to kick off the September celebration. So we look forward for something huge for 2024.
Lastly, the official calendar of events for Orange Walk Town can be accessed on social media via the Orange Walk Town Council page or the Ministry of Education, Science, Culture and Technology. The Belize Red Cross Society has been one of the longest running organizations in our country, having been in operation in Belize since 1950. The Red Cross has been known to aid Belizeans from across the country in times of disaster and need, working closely with subsequent government. Earlier this week, Prime Minister John Briceño met with the Red Cross to discuss mutual collaboration. Prime Minister John Briceño, in an interview on Thursday here in Orange Walk, confirmed that his meeting with the new president of the Red Cross, Jacqueline Marshallek, was to cement the government's commitment to further collaboration to help Belizeans in need.
Yes, the new president, Jackie Marshallek, came to see us and to appraise us on the work that they've been doing, thanking the government for assisting them in building a new headquarters, which we inaugurated, I think it was earlier this year. And to continue to see how we can continue to work closely. She's very happy with the cooperation that they are getting with the NEMO and with the new director, Captain Mendes, and to see how we can continue to support them and they, in effect, support Belize. The Red Cross is one of the most, one of the organizations that has great value and great respect. And that especially independent or the international organizations, that whenever we have a crisis in Belize or hurricanes and fires, they want to work with the Red Cross because they know that the Red Cross will ensure that every cent is accounted for and it is spent on the people that needs it. And we need to give them credit and to respect that and to continue to support the Red Cross.
And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turn to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
This plan, I can't live this. This plan, I can't live this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't live this plan. I can't live this plan.
After more than 5 weeks of thrilling summer programs, today the Banquitas House of Culture officially closed its 2024 summer calendar with a grand showcase which is currently ongoing. This year, the House of Culture hosted a total of 8 summer programs, including music, dance, Garifuna language, art, recycled fashion, Yucatec Maya dance and fashion art, urban sketching, and karate. Coordinator of the House of Culture, Sydney Rivera, says this year's calendar of events was a raging success with over 100 children participating in the different programs.
Okay, yes, we started our annual Banquita Summer Camp in July, and it runs into August. And so I'm happy to say that we had a total of 8 camps. We had in music, in art, in recycle, fashion, art. We had eco-friendly camp. We also had this year, the workshop with the National Garifuna Council in language, but also we incorporated a new program, which is the karate program. And so in all, we had approximately 130 students overall for the entire program. So you can say it was a very successful camp that we had. We had so many children coming. We even have some of the students not only attending one program, but they attended multiple. So today is really a day that we recognize those children by providing a space or a platform for them to perform what they learn, especially in the dance and in the music and in the karate. But also, it's an opportunity for them to be able to be on a stage and present what they learned to their parents. So that is a wonderful experience for us, and we hope that the parents enjoy the show because it's really put together by the facilitators and the students. So we are happy to do that today, and we're going to be recognizing them by giving them their certificate of completion. And yes, it's a very exciting night. We wanted to do it at the amphitheater like we did last year. However, with the weather, we decided to move it in the museum. But we are working with what the spaces that we have, and we still hope that everybody will enjoy the show.
The annual Summer Camp Showcase included performances by children who participated in the different programs, as well as art pieces completed during the summer program. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, with support from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Youth, Transport and Sports, and the Ministry of Sustainable Development and Climate Change, in partnership with Office of the United Nations Resident Coordinator, UNRCO, and the UN County Team, jointly convened a National Youth Dialogue on the Summit of the Future on 9th of August 2024. The event brought together a cross-section of over 100 stakeholders, including diverse young Belizeans from across the country through academia and youth organizations, with policy and decision makers from the government and the UN system. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Education, Culture, Science and Technology, Honorable Francis Fonseca, emphasized the significance of youth involvement, stating, "Our young people are the torchbearers of our future. Their voices and ideas are crucial in shaping the direction of our nation and the global community. As we look toward the Summit of the Future, it is imperative that we include our youth in these critical conversations." The Youth Dialogue served as a platform to deepen understanding among young people on critical global challenges, as well as on how actions to address those challenges will impact their future. It created a space for youth to share innovative ideas and solutions to solve the development challenges we face today, including rebuilding trust and solidarity to promote more effective international cooperation. It was structured around 3 panel discussions co-moderated by the government and United Nations, with 4 youth panelists in each, one from each of the 4 universities in Belize, including the University of Belize, Galen University, the University of the West Indies, and St. John's College University. The panels of the Youth Dialogue covered 3 chapters from the Pact for the Future, which will be an intergovernmentally agreed outcome by world leaders from the Summit of the Future taking place on September 2024 in New York. These panels included sustainable development and financing for development, science, technology, innovation, and digital cooperation, and youth and future generations. The National Youth Dialogue is part of Belize's ongoing efforts to promote meaningful youth participation in national and international policy-making processes. The outcomes of the dialogue will contribute to Belize's input at the Global Summit of the Future, ensuring that the voices of Belizean youth are represented on the international stage. The event underscores the commitment of the government and United Nations in Belize to continue engaging youth in shaping the policies and actions that will determine the future of the nation and the world. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, August 12th, here on CTV3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3 News, have a safe and blessed weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.